Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 6, Episode 5.
Blair's voice is on 2%, so we got to make this quick, y'all. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let's go, Blair.
Tammy has been at Chris's house for about a month now.
Yeah.
She is still learning their routine, and it is a work in progress. So we've got Tammy, Chris, Brittany, his daughter Emily, and Emily's baby all in one house with one bathroom.
One bathroom is nasty.
But Chris thinks it's been pretty chill. Tammy hasn't really said anything because it seems like she doesn't want to piss anybody off. Chris thinks that it'll take about 2 to 3 weeks to finish up the house, but Tammy thinks it will take longer.
Okay.
Tammy asked Chris if he weighed himself lately, and the last time he weighed himself, he was 284.5, so the number is going down.
Nice.
Tammy hasn't weighed in a while, but Brittany has a scale, so she pulls it out so Tammy can weigh herself. So 3 months ago, she was 303 pounds, and as of that date, she weighed in at 281.2.
Nice. She's less than Chris.
She said last time she was 281 was 4th or 5th grade.
Crazy.
She says, to Chris, how am I lighter than you? And Chris was like, you supposed to be.
That is true.
So she has 81 more pounds to lose. Chris lost 15 pounds, but he still needs to get to the 250 mark for skin removal surgery. He did get that referral from Dr. Smith to see the plastic surgeon, and he wants Tammy to come too, just for the plastic surgeon to look at her and maybe give her a medical exception if he sees how the skin is causing rashes and is making it difficult for her to move around. Any thoughts about the first part?
No, I think it was pretty straightforward. I'm happy to see Brittany and Tammy getting along.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even though she said this is your temporary home and things of that nature. But I do think that, I don't know. I think Tammy may still need to lose some more weight.
She does. She says she has.
No, but I'm just saying, like, even though I know they talk about medical exception, but I think she still needs to lose more weight.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's hard for her, she's leaning, the rashes, and it may be something hard to upkeep, but this is the hardship of being that big and getting that small in the amount of time that she did. You get what I'm saying? So even though like it's hard, I think she's on the right path and things like that.
And it did kind of make me sad to hear that she weighed 281 when she was in 4th or 5th grade. I was just like, where were the adults? Like, where were the people, which they said that they kind of had to fend for themselves growing up.
Yeah.
But it's just is really sad that she was at such a disadvantage at 9-10 years old. Yeah. Like, people tend to gain weight as they get older, but if you're starting that high, like, no wonder she was dealing with what she was dealing. It was crazy.
And you also have to understand that even though she played a part in her demise at that age and things like that, and the way that she was raised, you also got to understand Kentucky played a big part in that too. Yeah. Like where they live. Yeah. And their everyday life, like Kentucky played a huge part. That's probably why Amanda want to leave. But let's keep going.
Next, we have Tammy, Amy, and Chris. They are out with their mom to have lunch. Mom is really proud of all the kids' weight loss success. Yeah. And they say that Tammy and Amanda have been going at each other. Tammy says that it's not all on Amanda, but whenever she talks to her, she gets mad. Amanda gets mad and kicks her out.
That is true.
She hasn't talked to Amanda in 2 months at this point.
Wow.
Mom tells her life is short. Tammy and Amanda used to fight over dill pickles, and not even a small kind. She would buy 2 to 3 gallons of pickles because they loved it so much.
Craziness.
So Amy talks about the food that she made Amanda, the white chocolate shrimp Alfredo, and Mom looks disgusted.
Well, hold on. Mom, why do you look disgusted? She said that your mom helped her cook it.
Amy said her grandma would have loved her cooking, and Mom said, no, she would not. Wow. That's my mom. She would not. But Amy wants to cook for the whole family so that way they can have a dinner together to bring the family together.
That would just make me angry if I'm part of that family.
Mom said, I like to cook my own food. But Chris is down. Tammy doesn't know if she's ready to be around Amanda, but Mom tells her again, look, girl, life is too short. Tammy tells her mom that she's willing to for her, but if anything starts up, she's walking out.
Listen here, it's easy for Mom to say what she got to say because she's like, I ain't got to deal with y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got to eat my dill pickles. And the way that y'all have this sibling rivalry, I'm just going to sit in this wheelchair and just be. Yes. Until it's time for me to go. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Amanda and Amy take a cooking class together.
This was crazy.
It was really funny. Amanda got them these aprons with like the character like of a lingerie figure with the boobs and stuff. And they're making a steak. the chef asked him, "How do you guys like your steak?" And Amy said, "Well done." The chef was like, "That's not the right way to make steak."
No.
She said, "The proper way to cook it is medium rare. If you want to do it well done, it's probably going to take a while."
Yeah.
Amanda says that since Amy's learning to cook, she can choose the seasoning. So they bring over like a rack of seasonings for them to choose from. And Amanda tells her, "Don't put no dumb stuff on my steak."
Wow.
So Amy was pouring up a little bit of everything onto the steak.
She put lemon pepper on a steak, y'all.
And she was not listening to the chef, but it turned out good per Amanda. The chef said that it was on the tart side and heavy on the salt, but it was palatable.
How? I see. Look, this the problem.
I guess it means you could swallow it.
This what I mean. There's too many people out here being nice and things like that. The things you saw her added to a steak only needs salt and pepper. A steak only needs salt and pepper, and she was grabbing things. She was grabbing lemon pepper, all these things, and they was like, it smells good, but looks and smells can be deceiving. And then when she said it tart, I don't want a tart steak. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on the tart side.
She had lemon and lime and all types
exactly.
of stuff.
She was like, oh, okay, word.
Well, even though Amy did not listen to the chef, she feels more confident.
Wow.
She shows the teacher that you don't have to do normal stuff. She's learning more about herself and building new skill sets.
Wow.
Well, Amy invites Amanda to the big family dinner. Amanda says she'll be there, but Tammy better act right.
What is your thoughts on just that last sentence that Amanda's basically like, Tammy better act right? Y'all haven't seen each other in over 60 days. What is your thoughts?
I think they're holding the grudge for too long. And nothing really happened, but I think that I think it's a compound of things with Amanda. I think it's just everything throughout the years. Maybe she feels like she had to put herself on the back burner for the family, and everyone is doing their thing with losing their weight, and she's still struggling a bit. So maybe now she feels like, I did all this for y'all to be successful, and here I am just kind of still trying to get myself together. So I think it's a lot of things. That one argument didn't seem that big of a deal, but I think it's just years of resentment, possibly.
And look at what she's about to do. I know y'all not gonna watch the whole video because I see the numbers. You get what I'm saying? But as we see at the end of the show, she planned on moving to Florida with this guy that she just started dating and things of that nature, right? Because Amanda been taking care of her family for so long, specifically Tammy, she wants to be taken care of. You get what I'm saying? So by anybody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But we will get there. Let's keep going.
So Chris, Tammy, and Brittany all go to the plastic surgeon. Chris is hoping that the plastic surgeon, of course, will give Tammy a medical exception because it is hindering her movements. So once they get there, Chris strips down to his undies and his hospital gown. And a lot of his skin is on his abdomen and his chest. And he knows it'll be 2 surgeries, but he's going to plan to get the abdomen done first. And if he's okay with how he looks, then he's not going to worry about getting his chest done.
Okay.
The doctor recommends that he loses another 20 to 30 pounds and then he'll remove the skin.
Okay, not bad.
Well, that was really good news for Chris because every time he goes to the doctors, they said 50 more pounds. So he's like, if I can do 20, like I can do 20. So that's something that he can reach for and definitely succeed with.
Nice.
So for Tammy, Dr. Turner says that, we're going to have you finish up with Dr. Smith when it comes to reaching your weight loss goals. And then we'll, recircle on the topic of skin removal. And she was upset. She started crossing her arms. She shut down the way that Tammy shuts down.
Like a kid.
He does offer to look at any problem areas that she's having. And she's like, she doesn't want to get undressed. She doesn't want to show him anything. Chris thinks that if the doctor would have examined her, he might have changed his mind.
Dude, like, you think Chris might have been right in that?
I don't think so.
I don't know either because I feel like they seen Tammy before.
Yeah.
And when I say Tammy, I don't mean her specifically, but they seen
people in her position.
Tammy need to grow up, and that was the title of the episode last week that I named and things of that nature. But like, everybody here is trying to help you. Even Chris had to throw his head back, like, oh, there she go being difficult again. Like, I'm over here bringing you to this. You live in my house, right? I'm over here fixing another house that I purchased to put you in, right? While at the same time, I'm bringing you to my appointment so we could somehow find a loophole to get you to at least, try to get this surgery. And when he say, okay, we're going to get you to go with Dr. Smith, but I can examine you. You want to be difficult? It's like, we already doing so much for you and things like that. And that's probably where Amanda's frustration comes from, because you really can't make Tammy do anything she don't want to do.
You can't.
Even though you're doing everything in your power to inconvenience yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is not your appointment. This is my appointment.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like shutting down. I can tell like Chris is just like, man, I'm just trying. You get what I'm saying? And Chris is an old man himself. He's not young.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, Chris meets with Amanda before the family dinner.
Yeah.
They are there to pick out a centerpiece for Amy, just as a thank you for hosting. And he doesn't know why Brittany sent him because he's colorblind.
Yes, he is.
So Amanda thinks that she probably sent him just to get him up out of her face. So Amanda picks out the flowers. Chris tells Amanda about the visit with the plastic surgeon and how Tammy shut down. Amanda wishes Tammy would have let the surgeon just examine her. Yeah. And she's like, the doctors don't know what they can or can't do unless you let them examine you. She still does want good things to happen to Tammy.
That's nice of Amanda.
Amanda is going to go to dinner, but she says she's not kissing Tammy's behind. And Chris is like, we ain't asking you to do that. We just need everybody to be civil.
Yeah.
Amanda also says that she has no plans or intentions to reconcile with Tammy.
Do you think internally, I know what people are saying on the surface, right? But internally, do you think they miss each other and like sorry, but they just too stubborn?
A little bit. And the only reason I say that now is because when Chris says, Amanda wouldn't even want to talk about Tammy before. So for her to say that I still want good things for her, then there's still love there. The thing is, I can see both sides as far as not wanting to necessarily reconcile because they're probably sick of each other. You know what I'm saying? And they're not going to change. So if you know that, then it's like, I can love you, but I don't necessarily got to be around you.
True.
What are your thoughts?
It's hard. I think Tammy, like I said, the fact that she got thrown out the house in a way, right? I think that really hurt her feelings. So the way that Tammy acts, she acts out of anger even when her feelings are hurt, right? So I don't even put it on Tammy to apologize first. I think Tammy's only upset because Amanda's upset. But Amanda, I think she's done. Like, I think she's saying, like, I don't think it's about Tammy anymore. I think it's about her. And she's tired of, like, it's one of those things to where it's like, I didn't do nothing to you today. Okay, I'm not mad at you for what you did to me today. I'm mad at you for what you did to me for 20 years. And I know y'all gonna come in the comments and talk to me, and guess what? I'm here, right? Because when y'all was saying like, Chris, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like Amanda got a right to be mad, but at the same time, Tammy did not do nothing in the moment to garner that reaction. Did she do something over the years and years and years of being a hellion? Yes, but you was there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it just seems weird to go to Weasel popping out the Jack in the Box now over years and years and years of resentment that you have been basically holding against me, and now it's spilling over. Now, is that fair for you to feel that way? Possibly. But I think it's unfair to spill out the way that it did. Now we're not talking for 2 months and things like that. I got nicer. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would have understood it more if she said, I'm not dealing with Tammy back then when Tammy was really crazy. But now I feel like she can help meet Tammy somewhere in the middle while at the same time not being there for her. But I think Amanda, to me, she gives off done. I think she's done with the state of Kentucky. She's done with the state of her life. I think she went to Florida that time where they went all down there, and she saw a whole new life. You get what I'm saying? Outside of the four walls of Kentucky. And she's like, man, I think I'm done with just this everyday routine of wake up, gotta lose weight. Oh, gotta go to Tammy. Oh, gotta go to Amy. Oh, they fight. It's just her life has been so much consumed by her own family of being there for others that it just spilled over of like, yeah, I'm done. So
Amy's cooking dinner. She's making a sugar-free pecan glazed chicken breast and a side salad.
I never even heard of that before, gal.
She says that she talks to her granny as she's seasoning. Brittany and Tammy come early to help set up. Tammy says that when they walked in the house, there was an unusual smell. Different, but not bad.
I don't want to smell unusual. I don't want to smell unusual. It's funny, while she was cooking and getting the seasoning out the drawer, some of the seasons almost fell on her head.
Yeah.
And stuff like, she was like, okay, Grandma, I use it. No. I think Grandma was throwing it at you like, stop. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
She brings Brittany to the oven to smell, and Brittany is a little bit skeptical of the combinations Amy has chosen for the meal.
Of course.
Chris tells Tammy that, look, if Amanda gets in your face, just walk to the car. Don't even say nothing. Everyone arrives. Chris says that it's time for us to iron out all our issues, and that as a family, they're going to have times when they disagree.
Yeah.
Tammy doesn't think it's a time or place to talk about it. She's also going to respect Amy's home and the fact that Amy made dinner for everyone. So Amy brings out the food. Y'all, it literally looks like a pile of turds.
No, it looked disgusting.
It like wet ones. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
Brittany makes a disgusted face. Everyone is just waiting around to see who's going to take the first bite.
It wouldn't have been me.
Amanda takes her bite and is surprised because it was actually pretty good.
Not a chance. I don't believe you, Amanda.
I think it was just sweet. Because of the pecan. Misty says that it's better than she thought it would be.
That doesn't mean it's good.
No. And Tammy said that it tasted pretty good, but it wasn't fully cooked.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop eating that raw chicken.
Please.
Well, I don't know if it was cut this way, but it seemed like they finished the meal pretty fast because they got to cheersing.
No.
They're like, all right, food was good.
No, not a chance. It's funny because let me go back to the prepping before Amanda got there. Tammy over there, like, you know, jokingly said, don't make me have to cut her. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, both of y'all are fake mad at each other. Like, even Amanda said, I mean, not Amanda, Amy said, do y'all even remember what y'all mad about? You get what I'm saying? So it's just two people standing on their own principle. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Well, Chris says that, you know, with this dinner and us coming together, we are one step closer to barbecues every weekend. Amy talks about making the sauces for the barbecue, and Tammy says one step at a time.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Amanda tells them, you know, for y'all barbecues, just hit me up on FaceTime because she is leaving Kentucky.
Yeah.
She moving down to Florida to be with her man, RJ. Long distance is no longer working for them, and she doesn't want to be around her family because they drain her. Chris is upset. He doesn't like it. He steps out. Amy starts crying, and Tammy don't care.
She tried to convince Chris, like, man, I'm 15 minutes away from the beach. He said, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
How far? Like, and then he gets up and walks out. What is your review on this scene and overall? My
thing is that I wish Amanda could leave on a better note. I see that she came together, but she's not really good with Tammy, you know. But at the same time, Amanda's a grown woman.
Yeah.
And if she wants to move and experience life in a different state, around the beach, around her new man, or whatever she wants to do, I'm pretty sure that she can go out there, live her life. If things don't work out, she could pick herself back up and be fine. So I think that nobody's necessarily concerned about Amanda and if she's going to do okay away. I think everybody just is thinking about themselves of how they don't want her to go. But yeah, let her live her life. You know, you guys can't be so codependent, you know?
I disagree with that last part.
Okay.
I was with you 99% until you said that last sentence. When you live in a desolate place like where they live, to survive, you need some type of codependency and things like that.
At this age?
As long as you in that area.
Okay.
That's why I say I think Kentucky play a big part in why she wants to leave. I don't think she's leaving because of Tammy. Tammy's just a vehicle to get her to her overall state of like, yo, I want more for my life than this. You get what I'm saying? When you live in certain parts of the South or just certain rural parts and stuff, food deserts and things like that, she don't want to live in a place where she got to drive almost an hour to like the next city and like, you know, to grocery shop. She don't want to have to always serve and always put herself up to help her family. And I think even though Tammy may be the excuse of why she's mad and it may seem like she's leaving on a bad note, RJ is the boyfriend name. That is the vehicle that's going to give her that she thinks a better life. And I think with Chris, I'm very actually interested in Chris' reaction the most than everybody else's because he was the one who told Tammy, hey, listen, if she get in your face, you go out to the car. He ended up going to the car. He ended up leaving. I think with Chris, he feels like I sacrificed so much for this family. I made sure that we all stick together and you just going to leave not only to Blair's point, leave for yourself, but in a selfish way, like I want all of us to be here because like we doing this as a team, we losing weight as a team. I just got his gym memberships over 2 months ago. You get what I'm saying? And I think Chris always pictured himself as the anchor of the family, as the one that basically keep the family together. And there is something to codependency when y'all kind of need to put all y'all resources together for y'all to have like regular functionality in y'all everyday life. And I think for Amanda, I don't think it's jealousy, but it may be viewed that way if you haven't watched the show. There is a little of, wow, you really get to get out of this snow globe, this little like crabs in a barrel type of thing, and you get to be free while I'm still here. I'm leaving here to go build Tammy a house. You talking about a beach that's 10 minutes away from you. There ain't no beaches over here. You get what I'm saying? And in a way, I feel like he's like, you're leaving me, like you're leaving me here. And I think Kentucky played a big part, especially the part that they're from, and basically why Amanda's like, you know what, I want to leave everything. She viewed Kentucky, especially since most of her time she was taking care of Tammy and with her family, as like a place where it's like, it don't serve me. I'm serving everybody here. And I think it's more about leaving Kentucky as a whole, more than leaving the family. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Listen, I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know how y'all feel about that that analysis Blair gave and that analysis I gave, because I have family that's not in Kentucky, but definitely in some country parts. I'm talking about parts to where you don't leave. And when you leave, you don't go back. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think about that, and we'll be back next week, y'all.